Okay, hello guys, and welcome to MRL Tier 1 Season 9 Round 4 the Japanese Grand Prix here at Autopolis International Racing Course, and today we should have an interesting Tier 1 race in our hands. If you didn't see Monza, where I wasn't commentating, by the way, huge thanks to Formula 1 Art on Instagram for filling in for me. Yeah, I haven't been able to catch up on that race, but luckily Rick Debris and from what I've understood, Morgan Hitchings have worked on a highlights video now for Monza, and those will then maybe come in the future too, so go check that out, as it looks like they've put in quite a bit of effort in that. But we should have 11 drivers today, so that should be great. Personally, I like this track. Raced it in a few times in official races, and yeah, I don't think there's not much to mention except for Season 5 sprint race win. But yeah, I think the track is cool. From what I've heard, not a driver favorite, but yeah, it is pretty challenging, but I'm sure these guys will handle it. Let's see. The tire choices here looks to be soft now, but Fragile Dark, Jono Milsey, and then Jackson, the super soft. So yeah, mainly soft, but let's see what we can get from this race now. It's a pretty tight track, but there's still always been some interesting battles going on this track. 1 minute till qualifying, and then we get going for the 18 lap race, so same as Monza actually. So it must be, yeah, quite a similar lap time. One of the shorter races. Under 1 minute till the start. And Seb Milsey puts on the qualifying. If you would press like on the stream and maybe share it, subscribe, it would help the channel a lot. YouTube likes when you do that, so. And the clock strikes 7 PM GMT, so UK time. Monza highlights are out, but now we focus on this Tier 1 race. Seb Milsey has started qualifying. Let's get going, guys. By the way, something to mention, the Motion Racing League FVR are doing a Le Mans 24-hour race on GT Sport from Saturday to Sunday. I'll be driving in it for Amtrak Esports with Sandate, then Stefan and Morgan, so yeah, I think some pit glitches there, yeah, but yeah, will we see a restart then? But we will have some stints streamed, at least from what I remember now, but probably not all. We will also have race control, but yeah, we will be working on that a lot during the race then, and then there will be some footage for you guys to watch it too. I will stream it fully on my own channel too, but that is off topic, but yeah, I think you can come to this channel to watch the stream. Then we have many interesting teams in the race. Defending champions, I think. Bono Racing. Yeah, second time in a row they are trying to win. Let's see what happens. Driver standings after the Italian Grand Prix, however, are Tyler Davidson with 52 points, Jackson Turner 9 points behind with 43, and Victor Lassen third with 41 points. Then Sven, Seb Milsey, Ridwan, Nikita, Rick Debris, and Jack, Kristen Vines, Morgan Hitchings, John Mills, and Kerem with 2 points. Then now let's see who will come out on top after this round. As John Milsey first starts the lap. Lucas says MRL was better on the time of season 2 to 3. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I personally think this is better, but whatever. One thing I'm looking for again is the Porsches. I really hope that they can do something in this race. It's been a few tough seasons for them even. So let's hope John Milsey and Big Pig can pull something out of the Porsche hat now. Well, John Milsey has been struggling a bit more than Big Pig, but let's hope for a good race for both of them. We can see now for JM Racing, Rick Thunberg, so Big Pig in P9 of the standings. John Milsey shared P13. I mean P12 to 14 with Morgan Hitchings and Kerem. Have we scrapped the thing where everyone who finishes gets a point? That could be a thing because they have only 2 points and they finish more than 2 races, I feel like. Or then my memory is bad, but yeah. Jackson right now leading the pack. P1 having a bit of a struggle with the BMW out in front. Swick Peak in second currently. Was just talked about John Milsey in P6. And yes, there will be a restart after quali for those who didn't make the grid due to lobby glitches. Half of the qualifying gone. There will still be many improvements, I am sure. Seb Milsey yet to set a lap at all, let's see. Bit lucky for me. And goes P3 144.249. DVD1 solution. The rear of the car, the fragile dark just goes into the gravel and spins. A very bad timing as the first time we see him on the cameras. Sorry Morgan. Then P7 John Milsey, let's see if he will be improving. No, just misses the time by 1/10. PMP Mac improves, goes P2 4 thousandths ahead of Sukbeek in the slipstream of his teammate John Milsey now. 15 thousandths away. on the fastest lap. Seb Milsey going purple comes around the last turn. Let's see if he'll be taking the pole position provisionally now. And yes, he will by 3 tenths. Seb Milsey 1:43.695. Impressive lap time by him there. Jono Mills is still ahead of his teammate on track here. I think they timed the gap really well. Oh no, but Swickbeak gave up this lap, so maybe he wanted a bit of a more of a gap. Ricky coming to the last turn now. Let's see if we can improve. Jono Mills is a new lap time though. That's only P8 still. And improves 31 thousandths away from Swickbeak, but not improving the position. No, Jackson goes on pole by 3 tenths again, and Seb Mills now second, 18 thousandths ahead of PMP Mac. Oh, Fragile Dark cruising the rear of the car. This lap is gonna be no good. His teammate P2 right now. Let's see the end of his lap right here. Doesn't improve, has made a mistake on the laps actually, I think. Done by 2 seconds and is on time. A big chain of cars here. Ooh, DVT one's just pushing a little bit on the limit too much and then blocks. I think it's Jackson a bit. Let's see Swickbeak and Jono Mills coming to the line now. Neither improve. Let's see behind Ricky improves. Goes P4. 52 thousandths ahead of Swickbeak. He needs to improve on this lap to up the position. Let's see the first sector. This good, 69 thousandths in front of his on time. Jono Mills, he also needs to improve if he fancies getting ahead of Fragile Dark in this qualifying. Fragile Dark will still get one more lap after this. This lap no good either. Ooh, but Jono Mills may be too close to Swickbeak now. And the clock has come down. So the laps that are started can be finished now, but there are no new laps for the drivers. I think Swickbeak might be getting slowed down a bit by Jono Mills. At least he can't go on the same limit that he usually would, I think, because they're a bit too close. But let's see the lap time if that was the case now. Getting good though there on the straight. Jono improves, but doesn't get in front of Fragile Arc. Speaking of, we will see the lap time of now. PNB Mac improves, goes second. Let's see, I think he will get something out of this lap now. What can Morgan Hinchings do to defend himself from Jono? We'll see. I mean, overtake now because Jono overtook him back. It will be tight, let's see. No, he doesn't improve, so it's P8. But after restart, a few cars will rejoin behind him though. Let's see now. They're still on a lap 7 milli. Doesn't improve, so that is qualifying ended. So this start is no good, and we will return in about 2 to 3 minutes as we set the lobby. So don't worry guys, don't go anywhere. I will chat with you here and we will come back. Hi Sam, my teammate, one of my teammates for tomorrow. You are 1/4 of a teammate. There is some opinions in the chat about the league, the prime of the league. Some said it was getting better till season 5 and tailed off from season 6. That is, but the time when Sam left, if I remember correctly, that it was too long ago. I stopped driving after season 6. After that, it's just I don't know what's going on. I only work here. So now we wait a bit as they set the grid. And we will get back to the race here in Japan. And the new McLaren F1 livery has been is it leaked or released? I'm not sure. Okay, well, you can look at that while we are setting the grid, but yeah, it seems to be out. Belvica has joined the room. It shouldn't take long. So yeah, actually, Gavrona was supposed to be filling in for this race for Fast Formula, but they've used 2 reserve drivers, so he cannot drive. Ben and Gavrona, I think. I would have liked to see him in this race. He's in the MRL X FVR Le Mans race too. Read 1B Sleepy Boy again. Yes, well, that was Jackson's plan that Gavrona drives his Read 1 sleeps, but that was the big illegal, so no. Okay, the grid has been set. 7 minutes. He says, let's have a clean race. Let's go, boys. And girls. And whatever. 1 second. And 0. The race at Autopolis is set to begin. Here is your starting grid of 11 drivers. Jackson, PMP Mac and 7 Mills top 3. Put your predictions in the chat. Here we go. Strange light system here at Japan. They're revving up and away we go. At Autopolis, no one seems to be stuck at the grid. Checks on the exact grid, starts from the lead. And Ricky looking for the position here, up into the podium positions. Jackson cleared through turn 1. There doesn't seem to be any collisions, but as I said now, there is a funny if one car losing the rear a bit. That's Cubus with the Lexus. Oh, it's very tight, they go 3 wide. Fragile Dark seems to be P11 now. Poor start from him. Ricky around the outside. Still in P4. Jackson very dominant through that first part of the first lap now. Already up by 1 second. Had a very clean start. Then we have Ricky pressuring Seb Millsy. Do any of them go for the move? No, not yet. Rick Big very close to Ricky. One Gavrona. Who is driving? He was just not in the lobby because of the glitch, I think, in P8 right now. That is... I will have to look into that. The previous talk was he couldn't race, but he's here now. So let's enjoy that. Cubus in P9, Jono Milsy P10, and Fragile Dark dropped to P11 from the start. Seb Milsy on the slipstream of PMP Mac. Let's see. Just to go for the move on the inside. PMP Mac breaks late, but it's too late. One goes even more on the grass, has to defend from Ricky now. That was a poor decision by him. Swig Peak getting on the move as well. Goes a bit wide, maybe with the dirty tires. Swig Peak hangs around the outside, but can't make the move. Still in there. So apparently he will not score points in some form of way Gavrona, but yeah, we will see from that. And Peter Vatap now from Swig Peak drops PMP Mac behind. Battle behind here. Jono Milsy and Cubus too wide there. Bit of a touch. Fragile Dark is in it now. The lead Jackson is still having a large gap. Swig Peak almost on the grass there. It's very easy to do here. Also a fatal mistake at Autopolis. Both Supercars going away for it now. When that was a team move, I think, letting Pelevica past PMP Mac on the break there before the straight. Gavrona 6 tenths behind. All of them basically on the same straight. That is very nice to see. Still on lap 3 of this race. Some pretty even gaps here, but Gavrona now very close to PMP Mac. The gap is 3 tenths. The Jaguar driver. Ooh, and we see a battle up in front, that is Belvica and Swigbeak. Swigbeak trying to force Belvica to the outside. Sticks with it though, makes it to the straight. Ooh, but on the grass! Overtakes outside the track. Well, we'll need to have a replay of that. Let's see if he didn't have any other choice. I didn't quite catch that. Let's see. Well, yeah, maybe this was the part where he should have. Well, you can. The stewards will decide then if he should have let him back past there. But yeah, it's a difficult one. He didn't have much room, but yeah, the overtake was still outside the track, so maybe he should give back the position. And that is happened, but I don't know if it was just an overtake. But yeah. Cavrona P6 now making a steady glide to the front of the grid. Gaps at the front separating a bit, but now Belvica on Swigbeak. And makes the move cleanly now. Cavrona up the inside of Swigbeak. They have a bit of a side touch there. Won't make it through without major collisions. Then John Milsey treated away from Gibbs and then Fragile Dark 1 second away. His teammate Sepp Milsey Peter right now. Cavrona, ooh, and just as I was about to say something about him, he goes to the grass, and now will Swigbeak make the move? Yes, he will. Goes to the P5. That was a brave overtake there, making the decision after Cavrona was on the grass. See the battle ahead for the final podium spot between Belvica and Ricky. And it will be decided then on the straight if the positions will switch. Also Ricky getting a bit of help from Sepp. Well, actually not getting the help yet from Sepp means it. The gap is a bit too large one. But Belvica, does he go too deep? Maybe he does, yes he does. And Ricky gets the switcheroo and we see someone going off at the back. And that is PMP Mac. Let's see the replay from the third person view. Maybe he went for an optimistic move or just went too deep in general. As we can see his teammate make a mistake in the front. Yeah, just goes too wide there and into the barrier. Now he has a lot of work to do all the way back to the last place. Belvica on Ricky tries to make the move again. But Ricky again with the switchback. But Belvica stays in it, still has the inside for the downhill. And Belvica seems to be making the move stick for P3. Yes, he has done it. Now he has to create that gap to not let Ricky get a chance to get back at him. Fight for car group here. Sepp Milsey trying to get in close to Jackson now to get away from that group. Cavrona now pressuring Swigbeak 2 tenths behind, getting help by Ricky in front though. Swigbeak, a bit of a touch there maybe. That's with Cavrona, that's with the three of them. Cavrona now up into P4. Instead, Millie has been caught by Belvica. Belvica with a bit of a fresher tire set both on the soft. Belvica now on this side, semi to Ricky! But again, a bit too deep, but can he make the defense again on the inside? Can he make it stick? Yes, he can. I've run up to P4 too. He's moving silently. Fragile Dark able to hold off PMP Max still. Jackson 6.7 clear from everyone else. John Mills overtakes DVT Wines, who's having a bit of trouble with the rear of that BMW, like we saw in qualifying. But now Gavrona on Seb Millsy. Let's see. The inside looks good on the braking. Bit of a tap there. Seb Millsy having a bit of a better acceleration. Pot goes to the inside and gets the move down up to P3. It has been a good race from Gavrona. PMB Mac has left the room. That could be due to the events in this race, or it's just an error. But yeah, actually we can look at the replay if we could catch that still. Yeah, here's PMP Mac. No, already gone. Yeah, he was gone at that point. He was still on the list, so. But Seb Millsy now, 1/10 away from Ricky. Three-car group battling for the P4. Let's see now from the perspective of Swig Peak. Oh, but at the front there's also a battle for the P2 between Belvica and Gavrona. Gavrona goes to the inside. Oh, and Ricky has had some action there. And Seb Millsy! We need to see what happened here. Oh, Seb Millsy just... What was that? Seb Millsy just seemed to brake like oddly late. I don't know if that was a equipment error or something. I don't see that happen very often, and Gavrona too. What is happening in the braking zone to these guys now? That is very strange, guys. That is very strange. All the way to P8, that's very disappointing for him. If this is some kind of glitch, I've never seen it, and it's very strange, but they both just went straight on. But Jackson now straight onto the pit lane, at 67% fuel, so he should be fine without any refills like everyone in this race. And I don't think anyone else pitting. Comes out on the south, Fragile Dark also in the pits. Yep, with his teammate too. Lots of pit stops happening currently, and who was that on the medium? It's Seb Milsi on the racing medium. That is an interesting choice. Mine's on the medium too. Well, let's see how that will hold up then. Ricky trying to defend from Swigbeak. DVT1's another driver on the mediums like we saw. This is a very interesting choice. I don't get why he's doing this, but yeah, these tires seem to be okay still, like Belvica's, so maybe it's the plan. And they come out in front of Seb Mills here. So on the mediums, Jackson 9.5 clear from Belvica. DVT1 is P6 right now on the medium tire. Feeling earlier, I think. Jono Milsi tries to go for it aggressively on a slower DVT Vines. Oh, and I think there's a touch. I am not quite sure. Let's see from the nose cam of Jono Milsi. There might have been. Yeah, well, no in this part hitbox, that might be a hit there, so well it looked like it from the control of Vine's car too, so that will be looked at later then. Cavrona trying to make up the lost position after the very strange braking mistake that happened to Seb Milsi too. Eight laps to go in this race. Jackson still leading very confidently on the soft tire. Okay, so Gavrona now getting past Jono Milsi. Jono Milsi looking for the move. Gavrona closed the door, so he doesn't get it done quite yet. Let's see how that will go. Now can he stick with Gavrona? Few seconds between Ricky and Swigbeak for the final podium spot. Chernobyl is looking to stay and overtake Cavrona here. Cavrona makes the same mistake as the last time, not as critical now, but still. Yeah, very, very disappointing for him there. It was looking so good. Belvika has the fastest lap gaining on Jackson a bit now, but it's the laps running out for him. Six laps left to go in this race. Oh, I like the start of that Jaguar a lot. Do you guys agree? Especially in like heavy braking. Yeah, you could actually hear it better from the outside, but Cavrona going on it on this Chano Mills again. Fragile Dark in the background there. As we approach lap 13 in this race. No. Belvika can be seen in the same picture already. But I predict, unless a major mistake from Jackson, he will not get the position. Swigpeak, however, is looking good to challenge for the P3. Going faster than Ricky now. Tires were looking a bit fresher. And goes purple actually, so he's on the fly now. Last lap 1:45.9 and then 1:45.9 on Ricky, but now seems to be a lot faster down this lap. And the gap is going down pretty drastically. The gap bouncing back a little in favor of Ricky in that middle sector, but now it's going back to Swigpeak again. Lap 14 of the race now. DVT1 has switched away from mediums, maybe trying to get the fastest lap. Fragile Dark in P9, currently Chernobyl is P8, Cavrona P7, Cubis P6, Missy P5, Swigpeak P4, 1 second away from Ricky, then Belvika, and Jackson is the current order. Swigpeak purple again. It was a nice lap last time, and it was 4 tenths faster than Ricky's. Ricky in a bit of trouble with the tires now, I think. Oh, and Ricky! Ricky on the grass. That might be a fatal mistake for him in terms of this race. It allows Swick Peak to come very close now. Tries to make the move aggressively. Stay outside, there's someone off. Oh, and it's John Milsey getting off from the gravel trap now, and that's Fragile Dark just behind. Let's see if we can get the battle between the two of them, but right now we are following Swick Peak and Ricky for the final podium spot of this race. Ricky defending aggressively. Doesn't wanna sell this position for cheap. Swick Peak on the outside. Doesn't get the move done, let's see. Past sector 1 now. No. He's patient for it, maybe the correct move now. He is faster. Ooh, and Ricky breaking pretty early there, I think. And look at those front tires, that is a pretty big difference in them in terms of the two drivers. Maybe hence the lack of pace from Ricky currently. See if he can keep defending, holding on for this position. John O'Milsey goes very deep there. Misses the braking point completely. And Fragile Dark to P8 now. And it's a three-way battle for the P5. Swick Peak. Ooh. No, doesn't get the move done. Ricky defending well with that already wide BMW. Making Swick Peak take the not racing line. Swick Peak trying to force himself to the inside. Now gets himself there. And he outbrake Ricky on the inside. Be careful not to go too deep. Ricky has done the switchback many times here today. Ricky close. Doesn't make the move back here, but yeah, it seems that Seb Macy and the Fraser mediums now getting beat by two of these guys. No! Seb Macy almost giving me a heart attack going for a move in that corner there. Swick Peak pulling away from Ricky, as it was a bit expected. No tires left from Ricky in this battle, I think. As 2 laps remaining in this race. Yeah, Ricky, I don't think has anything left in the tank against Big Big now, unless a mistake. Jackson has been fairly dominant the entire race. Number 55 for Fast Formula Esports. Nothing else to say about that really. Belwick has catch up in the end, then just stopped due to the amount of laps and the Swick Peak. Great race from him, especially if he gets this P3 finish. John O'Mills on the grass there, losing the rear a bit. And the final lap has been started by Jackson. Saying already now, please remember to like and share the stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't to, and stick around as there is gonna be a few minute interviews then after the race from chosen people. So you will wanna hear those. Semilsi getting hunted by Cubis now as Semilsi has got past him. Oh, John O'Mills is round! And DVT once even gets past now. Wonder what happened here. This man is currently cruising to victory after a great performance here in Japan. And to the last turn he goes, and Jackson wins the Japanese Grand Prix in MRL Tier 1 the Season 9, Round 4. Congratulations, we will get him from the inevitable Vika. P2, great catch up at the end, just wasn't enough. Swick Peak then takes home the P3 before Ricky. Then Cabrona, great race, but then some small mistakes cost the podium. And Sam Mills and Cube is finishing back to back. Fragile Dark, P8. And takes the checkered flag. And DVT Vines and John O'Mills then are gonna finish up this race soon. DVT Vines finishes there and John O'Mills takes the P10. He will have a parade rest of the lap now. Not the most ideal result for him. What does he do now? He chooses to maybe do donuts at the line, or he's having some straight way of finishing. That is okay. Yeah, he's doing the donuts. finished the race in P10. 1.4 Chernobyl, and that is your race results. So, as I said, stick around for the interviews, which are following very soon. Pole position, clean race, and victory for Jackson. Congratulations. And hold on as I invite the interview people. We are waiting for the participants now. Sweet Peak, do you hear me?
Yeah, hello.
Okay, so it was an impressive performance for you today on the P3. So, can you tell us about your race?
Yeah, so I went into the race with no practice because I had some school stuff this last week, so I was a bit scared that I wouldn't have the pace. But I was a bit surprised going into quali that I was quite high up the field. And then in the race, I just went with the pack and just followed the cars in front of me. And then I realized that I had some pretty good pace compared to them. And then towards the at the final stint, so on the super softs after the pits, and I started to catch Ricky, and then I was just waiting for the right moment to get the move because there was a couple of laps left, and I had the gap behind, so I was just trying to get the move done at the right time, and in the end I got him with like 2.5 laps to go, and then I was really quicker than him, so it was really easy to just finish the race then. So I'm really happy. So
Yeah, it was a great performance from you then, and congratulations for the podium. And Jackson has
yeah,
not joined the room yet, so you might be the only one with the interview. But
okay, that's no problem.
well, we will ask him now. Are you taking part in the Le Mans 24 hours?
Um, I think I'm on the reserve with the team, so I don't think I will be driving, which is unfortunate, but yeah, it is what it is, and hopefully next time I am able to participate, but I'm definitely going to keep an eye on the race tomorrow.
Okay, well, that's nice. We will end the stream now, and as I said, Le Mans 24, some stints will be streamed tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But thank you for the interview and everyone who watched the race, and good night.